And thousands of us tonight are on the broad road that leads to destruction. And tonight, I would say with Moses, I would say with Joshua, turn, repent, choose God, serve Him, live for Him. That is the message of God tonight to this great audience of people at Yankee Stadium.
I see revival coming to planet Earth, maybe as never before. It will be untold numbers, and untold, uncounted multitudes that will be saved. The dead will be raised. The arthritic will be healed. Cancer will be healed. No disease will be able to stand before God's people, and that it would be a worldwide situation.
There's a church that doesn't just know about God, they know God. They don't just believe in His power, they carry His power. God will shake the United States of America one last time, not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit.
I don't know nothing about that.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Check the Market. Today, Thursday. Rain and snow soon in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. How's everybody doing? Looks like Facebook broke the stock market. NASDAQ futures down 431 points right now. S&P futures down 67. Dow Jones 165 points, so about 0.5%, but the NASDAQ is down 2.8% right now. So it looks like Facebook broke the stock market yesterday. Sandra, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, Scott, Howard, Michael from Virginia Beach, Alonzo, Tracy. Welcome, everybody. Facebook had a slight earnings miss. It wasn't even that bad. Stock plummeted 22% after market. We're going to get into that today. I've got a list of the biggest winners in the stock market last year for Congress, so we'll go over that. Take a look, see who we need to follow on Twitter for stock tips. Kenny, good morning. Morning, Bethany, Tanya. I'm not surprised. It breaks. Facebook breaks everything it touches, from elections to the stock market. Oh, you got booted off. Michael has a personal vendetta with Facebook. Good morning, Lisa. Corey, good morning. Keon Griffith, good morning from Trinidad. Awesome. Joel from Dallas. Got people watching from all over. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get right into it and see what's going on. There we go. SOC Telemed. Let me see what they're... I actually have them on my stocks to watch. It's TLMD. TLMD, stock to research today. SOC Telemed shares jump after buyout offer from Patient Square Capital. SOC Telemed shares leapt more than 300% to $2.77. Let's actually see where they're at right now. Up to $2.83. They're up 339% this morning. So I put them on my list in case there's anybody who wants to trade volatility on this. You could make some percentage points as it, as it dips and goes up throughout the day, because there's a lot of interest in this. There's already a lot of pre-market volume on it. So take a look at that one, TLMD for today. Take a look at TLMD. That's obviously high risk, but it's one of the top pre-market gainers since there's a buyout of the company. Let me see that article again, the first one. Under the terms of the agreement, SOC Telemed stockholders would receive $3 in cash per share, representing a premium of 366% over its closing share price Wednesday. Upon completion of the transaction, SOC Telemed would become a private company. Would become a private, not just private. SOC Telemed would continue to be led by Chief Executive Dr. Chris Gallagher. The agreement includes a 30-day go shop period, which allows SOC Telemed board and its advisors to actively initiate, solicit, and consider an alternative acquisition proposals from third parties. They've been down from $12 down to 64 cents, but pre-market they're up to $2.82. So if you like trading volatile stocks to get a couple percentage points, this could be one for you right there. B mining app? I do not. A B mining app. I'm going to have to look into that. That's for a cryptocurrency. All right, next. Let's see what else we have here today. Meta Platforms Q4 earnings takeaway, big EPS miss, revenue beat, new ticker. Let's see it. Meta Platforms reported fourth quarter and full fiscal year financial results after market close Wednesday. Meta Platforms, which previously known as Facebook, reported fourth quarter revenue of $33.67 billion, which beat an estimate of $33.38 billion, according to Benzinga Pro. Quarterly revenue was up 20% year over year. The company reported earnings per share of $3.67, missing estimates of $3.84. Meta reported 2.91 billion monthly active users for Facebook. Daily active users were 1.93 billion to the end of the year, up 5% year over year. Advertising revenue in the quarter was $32.6 billion. The company said ad impressions delivered in the fourth quarter were up 13% year over year. The company also saw ad prices up 6%. We had a solid quarter as people turned to our products to stay connected and businesses continued to use our services to grow. Continue. Meta Platforms will report results under two business segments, beginning with the fourth quarter. The categories are Family of Apps Facebook and Reality Labs. Reality Labs revenue was $877 million in the fourth quarter, up from $558 million in the third quarter and $717 million in the fourth quarter of fiscal 2020. And they're changing their ticker symbol. Continue. It'll be changed to Meta in the first half of 2022. Shares are down 22%. Let's see where they're at right now. Facebook dragging the whole NASDAQ down with them. Down 23.24%. All right, next. Here we go. 10 best stock traders in Congress in 2021. Do I have a book I recommend for someone who's new to investing? I do. There's the How to Make Money in the Stock Market by William J. O'Neill. I think we actually have a graphic for that. Joel, can you put that up real quick for Joel? If we still have it. That one's all right too. That one right there. How to Make Money in Stocks. William J. O'Neill. That's a good one. There are some terms in there that you're going to have to look up probably if you're new to investing. But a good resource for that is Investopedia. So take a look at that. How to Make Money in Stocks by William J. O'Neill. If you're new to investing, that could be a good book. All right, let's keep going. One of the bigger storylines of stock trading in 21 was continued calls from Member of Congress to be barred from buying and selling stocks. Here's a look at just how well members of Congress who traded stocks in 21 did against the overall market. From December 1st, 2020 to December 22nd, 21, members of Congress bought and sold $296 million in stocks, according to a report from Unusual Whales. A total of more than 3,500 transactions from 105 members of Congress were tracked in an annual report for the I Am the Senate section of the Unusual Whales website. Included in the transactions were $140 million in options, up over 5x from the previous year, over 500,000 in cryptocurrency transactions. Members of Congress beat the market on average, with the average gains seen below. House Democrats 14.7%, House Republicans 14.7%, Senate Democrats 15.4%, and Senate Republicans 13%. A total of 35 members of Congress had better returns than the S&P 500, consisting of 19 Democrats and 16 Republicans. Continue. So here's the top 10 traders in Congress. Austin Scott from Georgia. Great job. Brian Mast, French Hill. Nancy Pelosi is 6th. So she didn't actually do that well, comparatively. Austin Scott was the number one. Let's keep going. There we go. Continue. So he really beat the S&P 500 there. Continue. Austin Scott had the two best trades of 21 according to the data. Scott sold shares of fuel cell energy for gains of 780% and 571% in two separate orders during the year. Pelosi ranked second in Congress in terms of option purchase volume. Pelosi's options saw average gains of 36.6%, which could prove conservative given that options are harder to track. So great job. Continue. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. You guys still have money to buy the dip. Keep going. Stages of a trader, number 3. Looks like a good investment. All in, small dip, healthy correction, time in hands. Okay, this is getting boring. Time to sell everything. Yep. That's exactly how it goes. Wendy's, great news. Wendy's adds 2 new items in Big Bet on breakfast and chicken sandwiches. WEN is the ticker symbol for Wendy's. If you're interested in investing, let's see it. Let's see what they're doing. Wendy's, the self-proclaimed Queen of Spice, is adding 2 new menu entrees, a hot honey chicken biscuit breakfast sandwich and a chicken sandwich. Dubbed the Hot Honey Duo, the latest entrants into the chicken sandwich wars will retail for $5.99 and $3.19, hitting Wendy's locations nationwide on February 8th. Both options include what the company says will be the sweet taste of honey with a fiery habanero kick and will be part of the Made to Crave lineup, which had launched in 2019. Will this affect Wendy's stock? We'll see. We'll see if they can win in the chicken sandwich wars going on between all those companies. Popeyes, Burger King, McDonald's, KFC, Chick-fil-A. What else is there? What's the one? Cane's? Zaxby's? churches. I don't know if all of those are publicly traded, though. I think most of those are private. Next. How does Wendy have time to come up with new menu items when she also acts as the press secretary for POTUS? It's a good question. Working overnights. There you go. There's the hot honey sandwich. That's the breakfast one. Bojangles is another one. Is that literally what they're going to do? Just put honey on it like that?
I would try it. In fact, tomorrow, let's get something to show.
Let's do it. No, February 8th is when it comes out. So next week we'll get some for the show. NASDAQ futures drop as Facebook leads tech shares lower. Let's all blame Facebook for the NASDAQ being down 2.7%. Let's see it. U.S. stock futures fell early Thursday as traders poured through the latest batch of corporate earnings, which included disappointing numbers from tech giant Meta Platforms. Futures tied to the NASDAQ 100 dropped about 2%, and S&P 500 futures slid 1%. Shares of Facebook parent Meta Platforms plunged more than 22% in pre-market trading, 24% now. There was a lot not to like from Meta's report. Metropolitan Capital Advisors CEO Karen Finerman told CNBC's Fast Money she noted that the company's revenue growth expectations were the spookiest part of the release. However, Finerman added that the move down seems a little overdone. I think it's a little overdone. They didn't miss by that much. But the market always overreacts. Continue. We can go to the next one. Bitcoin mining reports shows network's emissions accounts. So there's a company that did a emissions report on, because if you listen to all the lawmakers, it sounds like Bitcoin is single-handedly polluting the entire world with emissions. And it shows that Bitcoin mining emissions account for 0.08% of the world's CO2. Let's see it. During last year, Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency network that leverages proof of work to process transactions and secure the protocol, has received a lot of criticism about its environmental impact. This week, the cryptocurrency firm CoinShares published a report that shows talking points condemning the network's electrical consumption have been greatly exaggerated. According to CoinShares data, Bitcoin's mining infrastructure accounts for 0.08% of the world's carbon dioxide production today. There's been a lot of disapproval by people who wholeheartedly believe the Bitcoin network is bad for the environment, including many Bitcoin investors that have been talking about this. Oh, well, I would invest more in Bitcoin, but they really need to work on like the consumption of energy. It's not that much. Many have condemned Bitcoin's proof of work because they believe it requires too much energy to keep the network running strong. Although the critics never discuss the US dollar's energy consumption and how it's also enforced by state violence, detractors also leverage data with extreme bias and inaccuracies stemming from the Dig Economist website. For example, the web portal is operated by Alex de Vries, an employee of the Netherlands Bank. Continue. Markets open. Ding, ding, ding. NASDAQ's down 422 points. Dow Jones is down 100 points, and the S&P 500 down 61 points. You know what I say? I say buy the dip. Christophorus, welcome. Good morning, Charles. A lot of whale action on Shiba Inu. I haven't been paying attention to Shiba Inu. Are you still in it, Nick?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No. Let's take a look at... Oh, wow. Looks like Facebook is taking the cryptocurrency market down with it, too. Bitcoin down 0.48% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum down over 6% to 2,600. Solana is down 11%. Solana is down 11% because there was a hack on one of the cryptocurrency networks called Wormhole. And so it's that's probably one of the biggest reasons why all of this is down. Polkadot down 9%. Avalanche down 10%. That's probably the main reason why a lot of this is down, is because of that hack. 370 million, I think, was stolen. Something along that. Yeah, the Ethereum Solana hack. What are my opinions on Lucid? I like Lucid. I really like their vehicle. I like the way it looks. I think they look sharper than Tesla's, and the interior is incredible. But they need to sell some vehicles. You saw one, Nick? Yeah. They are beautiful. They did a great job with those vehicles. Would I buy the dip on Lucid? I haven't looked at Lucid. I made money on them last year. Let me see how far they're down. $27. I would have to take a better look at them to see what they're currently doing. And I will do that. I'll take a look. They're beautiful vehicles. Autopilot. John says autopilot is the only reason I want a Tesla. I could care less about electric cars. Well, most cars, basically the new ones, have autopilot now with the lane assist and all that stuff. What would be best for your first stock? What company? I think if there's a company that you're interested in, a company that you follow, I think that would be good for your first stock, because then you can research the company and it's actually enjoyable instead of, looking at a whole bunch of different companies. Like if you're into cars, you can take a look at Tesla, or if you're into airplanes or whatever, or if you have a bank that you like or something like that, I would take a look at that because it'll make it easier for you to research it. What do I think about Fidelity recognizing Bitcoin? I think it's great. I actually have an article about that. Can we put that article up about Fidelity and Bitcoin? Fidelity discusses the future of the crypto ecosystem, says Bitcoin is a superior form of money. Let's see it. Fidelity Digital Assets has released a report explaining why Bitcoin is a superior form of money. The report discusses the future of the digital asset ecosystem and compares Bitcoin to newer and smaller cryptocurrencies. Fidelity Digital Assets, a subsidiary of Fidelity Investments, published a report this week titled Bitcoin First: Why Investors Need to Consider Bitcoin Separately from Other Digital Assets. The report addresses some concerns investors have, including whether Bitcoin may be vulnerable to innovative destruction from competitors, such as the story of MySpace and Facebook, or whether the cryptocurrency offers the same potential reward or upside as some of the newer and smaller digital assets. Continue. They noted traditional investors typically apply technology investing framework to Bitcoin, leading to the conclusion Bitcoin as a first mover technology will easily be supplanted by a superior one or have lower returns. They noted Bitcoin is currently the most secure and decentralized network, but at the base or native network layer, it's not the most scalable. This has led to a boom in the digital asset ecosystem. The report proceeds to discuss two dominant narratives for envisioning the future of the digital asset ecosystem. The first is a multi-chain world. Author described, in a world of multiple winning chains, it still appears that Bitcoin is likely the best equipped to fulfill the role of the ecosystem's non-sovereign monetary good, with relatively less competition than other digital assets attempting to fulfill an alternative use cases. Continue. The second is a winner-take-all or most world narrative. The report details, given that Bitcoin is arguably the most decentralized and immutable blockchain in existence, it appears it's a prime candidate to be one of, or perhaps even the sole winner if this situation were to play out. After discussing various aspects of Bitcoin, including the Bitcoin network, its enforceable scarcity, the Lindy effect, the block size war, the Lightning Network, and Ethereum, the authors wrote, Bitcoin's first technological breakthrough was not as superior payment technology, but as a superior form of money. As a monetary good, Bitcoin is unique. Therefore, not only do we believe investors should consider Bitcoin first in order to understand digital assets, but that Bitcoin should be considered first and separate from all other digital assets that have come after it, the Fidelity report concludes. So they like Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. Those are some of the ones that I'm personally invested in. Can you scroll up a little bit on the comments real quick? On the YouTube one. All right, scroll back down. Sandra's down on all over half my investment. Should I continue to hold or sell and start over? Do you believe in the companies that you're invested in? Do you think that they have a good product? Because right now a lot of companies are trading at their 52-week lows. So I think it depends on whether or not you believe in the company. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses and move on. Yeah. XRP definitely is better for a day-to-day currency than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's more of a store of value like gold. Old market investors. I think that there's going to be, it's good news for crypto long term. I think that more and more larger investors that have shied away from cryptocurrencies are going to invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. A lot of the big investment houses are starting to offer services, investment services for Bitcoin, Ethereum. All right, some stocks to research. I already went over TLMD. Let's actually take a look, see where that one's at right now. $2.80. $2.80. I wonder if doesn't look like it's moving. They might have shut trading down on it. Low risk, I have VTV, Vanguard Value ETF. John Lancer said, I think stocks are on the way down till August. I think investment season for crypto. Scott agrees that the investment season for crypto, but you'll have to hold till 23 to see massive gains. A lot of investors have been buying value stocks. They've been getting out of growth stocks and getting into value stocks. And so VTV, the Vanguard Value ETF, if you can't look at the stock market on a day-to-day basis, this might be a good one to invest in, a good ETF. It seeks to track the performance of the CRSP US Large Cap Value Index. So it's basically a value stock ETF. Since there's a tightening on the Fed's part of monetary policy and a shift in investors from growth to value stocks, this ETF might be worth looking at if you want a broad basket of value stocks. It currently has over $140 billion in assets and a dividend yield of 2.15%. The return for this ETF has been around 9% annual since its inception in 2004. So take a look at it, see if this makes sense for your portfolio. Also, Coinbase, I'm going to look at a little bit more into it, but Coinbase is way down about 57%. So I'm looking at Coinbase again to see if there's a good entry point, but I'll probably go over that more tomorrow in my stocks to research. Where do you buy XRP? I buy XRP on Uphold. There's an app called Uphold. If you're in the United States, you can buy XRP on. All right, so those were the three for today. TLMD, if you want to do some high-risk trading. Oh, it looks like it's moving again now a little bit. It doesn't look like it's moving as fast anymore. And then VTV, the Vanguard Value ETF, that's a low risk. And then another high risk is Coinbase. I'll go over that one more tomorrow. Coinbase, the cryptocurrency platform, they're down 57% from their high last year. So I think that there would be a good opportunity there as well. All right, and if you'd like to invest in Revival today, we'll give you a chance to do that right now. And we've got a giveaway going right now. Let's get this bread. XRP, Ethereum, Doge, and Bitcoin. So if you'd like to get this shirt, we'll send that to you as a gift and saying thank you for investing in Revival today. And you can do so by going to revivaltoday.com and clicking Give Now. There's all the other ways to give, hashtag donate, text to give, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. We also accept cryptocurrencies. You can scan that code, and if there's any you'd like to give, you can call our office at 412-446-2332, any that are not listed when you scan that code. You can also send us a check, P.O. Box 7, Prosperity, Pennsylvania, 15329. And then don't forget to claim your offer at revivaltoday.com/offer, which is the Let's Get This Bread shirt. Check the market. Do I have advice for tax time with all the crypto trading? They're going to ask you about cryptocurrencies. They're going to ask you what your how much money you made with cryptocurrencies. I appreciate that, Scott. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back again tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. It was fun hanging out with you guys. Tell the IRS nothing. That's my advice. I don't know about that. A lot of the cryptocurrency apps and exchanges are sending information to the IRS now. So it's not financial or criminal advice. Thank you, Brian. All right, have a great day, everybody. Go out there and make some money. Buy the dip, and I will see you all tomorrow.